In this video, I'll be focusing less on building the box, the construction, and a little bit more on the design elements, the dovetails on the side, the Kumiko on the top, and the inserts for this box. I've already constructed the carcass of my box. If you want to see how to put together a miter box, I show in another video how to do that. Here I start at the router table and I do a test cut because I'm going to put dovetails through the corners of this box to give it a little bit more stability and to also add some design elements to it. So here I'm just doing a quick test to make sure on the size of that dovetail where it goes through that corner. And now with the dovetail slots cut, I can turn my attention to creating the dovetails. For this, I use a piece of walnut and I cut a test piece on the end and check the fit. And it's just a little bit too tight. So I'm going to open up the fence a little bit. And to do this, I put a framing square next to the fence, lock it down, and then I move the fence. And that allows me to to move that fence as little as possible, make very small adjustments to sneak up on the fit of that dovetail. And now I'll check one more time. Perfect fit. So I'm going to go ahead and complete that over the full length of that board to create one long dovetail that then I can use to fill all of those dovetail slots. And now I jump over to the table saw and cut that dovetail off. And using a handsaw, I just cut the dovetail into smaller pieces so that I have enough, plus a couple of extra in case something goes wrong. And now I just glue them in, and I use a little bit of blue tape to keep them secure while I continue to work on the project. And now with the dovetails all dry, I just use a Japanese saw to cut those off. And now with everything dried up, the box is finally ready to be cut in half. So I'll do that on the table saw and I'll sneak up on this. I'll first start at about 4 millimeters and then work my way up very slowly, making sure not to cut the lid completely off. I'll do that by hand with a knife at the very end. With the box lid off, I just do a little bit of touch-up with some sandpaper wrapped around a piece of scrap wood, and that makes for a really nice fit. And I'll just use a little bit of sandpaper to hand sand up to 180, as well as break those corners. For the two inserts, I've got some cherry left over from a previous project that I milled down, put miters on, and a rabbit around the edge, and also a dado in the middle to accept a partition between the boxes. I've taped up the box here so that I can fit the bottom of the box in. So I'm using my shooting board to fine-tune the fit of that bottom piece. And here I'm just applying a very small amount of glue to a large portion of the Kumiko surface, and I'll just put that on top of the rice paper, and hold it down, and later I'll trim that to size.